It will not compile all the files again and again. It will compile only the files which are modified. That files only it is going to recompile. So now for that makefile, what we need to do? So now you can observe here. So one student Sasikumar log in with Gmail. Please log in with vector ID. Sasikumar, please log out and log in with vector ID. One of your friend asked one question. First time it will compile everything. Yes, first time there is no executable file is there. First time it will compile every file. Each and every file will be compiled. But whenever we are recompiling, recompilation, what will happen? Recompilation means it will not, recompilation means it will not recompile all the .c files, only the files which are modified, it will recompile. Now we'll try to analyze here. You can see the concept. Now here if you observe on the screen, there are so many files are there. Did you observe or not? There are so many files, add.c, delete.c, file.c, header.c, like that n number of files are there. So now I created different files. Why? Because so addition related I'm writing here, deletion related here, files related here, printing related here, reversing related here, and others anything is there, we are going to write in different files. Now you can observe here, whenever you are going for makefile, yesterday I said we need to go for the concept that is makefile. So you need to create one file, makefile you need to create. What is the file name? File name is makefile. I hope you clear this point. The file name you need to write makefile, it should be small letters always. You need to take small letters, you need to take. In this makefile, we should not give any name, we need to give the name is makefile. I hope clear this point all of you. You should not change the name and you should not give .c file. Simple, the file name is makefile with no spaces and all. Simple makefile, no .c, not .a, .x, like that, no extension. Simply the file name is makefile. And it should be in the small letters, and you should not provide any other name. Whenever I open this, now whatever the files we are compiling, what are the files we are going to execute, that files I need to write it here. Why? Because you know that multiple file compilation means you will use like this cc, main.c and print.c, like this you are going to write. You are going to write like this. But here you need to remember all these things. But here no need to remember. That means once one file is created, immediately you need to update that file in this makefile. Once the file is created, once the new file is created, immediately you need to update in the makefile, you need to update. Am I clear? I hope you clear this point. Sir, if you have any doubt, you can raise your hand and you can speak with me directly. I will give the permission. You can raise your hand directly. You can speak with me. Then according to that, we can move forward. Any doubt you can ask related to this data structure. Am I clear? Now, if concept is not clear, just raise your hand. What is the concept you didn't understand? Then I will explain. Am I clear? Now, update in makefile. So whenever you are going for this makefile, we have some rules. You need to follow the rules. What are the rules? What are the rules means first we need to write target. First what you need to write? Target. Target is nothing but what we are going to create. We are going to create executable file. The executable file name is exe I am writing. You can take any name, that is up to your wish. Executable file name, you can take anything, that is up to your wish. but I am considering executable file is exe. Then after writing the target, I'm writing colon. After writing the colon, this exe is going to depends executable file. This executable file is going to depends on what files, based on which files. If you want, you can give a dot out also. Am I clear? If you want, you can give a dot out. Am I clear? I hope you understood. But here, instead of a dot out, I am creating my own executable file, that is exe I am taking. You can take any name, or you can take a dot out also. After that, how this executable file is getting, and which files, if you compile, you are getting this executable file. That means executable file is depends on which files you need to write. Executable file is going to get executable file is depends on which object, which files. So here I am writing main.o. I'm taking object file. If I execute this main.o and print.o space, then after that I'm going to take a reverse.o. Then after that delete.o. Then after that other.o. Then after that main print file.o. How many files? 336. Total how many is there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means add that. Try to analyze now. I will explain. Don't worry. First listen. File.o, add.o. These are the object files. So whenever you are going to compile this all the files, then we will get executable file, exe file will be generated. So in this, we need to provide first object files we need to provide. Why we are taking object files means, why .o files means, in the translator stage, sorry, in the assembler stage only you will get a .o files. That means what this makefile will do, makefile internally it will compare object files information when object file is created, and when the .c file is modified, it will compare these two. According to that only it will recompile. Am I clear? How it is going to reduce? Try to analyze how it is going to reduce the recompilation time means, it will check internally .o file when it is generated and when .c file is modified. .o file is created recently compared to the modification file of .c, then it will not compile. But .c file is recently modified, .o is created previously, then what will happen? It is going to recompile that particular file. So it is based on the .o files, it will check it. In this case, if you observe, exe is the executable file we are going to get, that is going to depends on these files. If all these files, if we are taking, A16, that's what I am saying here. Executable file, whenever it is going to generate, then the make file, whenever we are going for make utility, this make utility is going to take care about the .o files. That means object files it will take. In that object files, the timestamp it will check when this object file is generated, and when .c file is modified, this timestamp it is going to check. Based on that, it is going to execute and it is going to recompile the code. So because of that reason only, we are going to move forward with the .o files. So now if you observe, exe is going to depends on this. These are the files it is going to depend. That means first whatever the exe we written, that is target. These are the dependency files. These are dependency files. First we need to write target colon dependency files you need to write. Then after writing dependency files, you need to press enter button. Whenever you press enter button, it will go to the second line. In the second line, you need to write the command how we are going to get executable file. How we are going to get executable file, you need to write it that command. So while writing this command, must and should the line number 2 tab button you need to write. Tab space is required. Line number 2 tab space is required. After that, you need to write the command for executing this exe. cc main.o object file, print.o object file, reverse.o object file, delete.o object file, other.o object file, file.o object file, add.o object file. These are all the files. If you are compiling, then you will get exe executable file you will get. Listen, exe is first line. First line you need to remember first target. Then after that object files are required. Then after that how you are getting that executable file. If you are compiling these all the object files, then we are getting we are getting executable file. Next, line number 3, what we need to do? We need to take each and every object file you need to take here. How we are getting object file? How we are getting object file means, first we'll take main.o. Main.o is the target. It is the target. It is going to depends on main.c. If main.c file is available, then only main.o you will get. Are you getting my point? You can observe here main.c file. This is dependency file. That means if it is available, then you will get main.o. How you are going to get? How you are going to get means next line tab button is mandatory. Then after that you need to write the command cc -c main.c. If you compile, then what will happen? Main.o you will get. Yes, sir. I hope you understood this. This exe executable file is going to depends on this. That means all these object files are available. Then you will get executable file successfully. How you will get means second line you need to write the command. Before writing the command, you need to provide tab space is required. You should not provide 8 spaces. Must and should tab button you need to press. Next, main.o is the target file I am taking. It is going to depends on this. That means main.c is available. Then only main.o you will get. How you are getting is I written the command in next line. In the same way, all the files I need to write. So it is not mandatory to write in the same order. Order maybe you can change it, but we should not miss any file. That's why I am following the order. So you can take any order, that is up to your wish. First you can write add, or you can write delete, or you can write main, you can write file, anything you can write, that is up to your wish. But we should not miss any file. That's why I'm following one method to write in proper way, that is order I'm following. Now next I'm going to take a print.o file. It is depends on the print.c file. If print.c is not available, print.o is not available. How we are getting? Tab button cc-c print.c file. If you compile, then you will get print.o. Next I am taking a reverse.o, then reverse.c. It is depending. Then cc-c reverse dot c hyphen o reverse dot o. Then delete dot o is depends on delete dot c cc hyphen c delete dot c hyphen o delete dot o. Other dot c other dot o is depends on other dot c cc hyphen c other dot c hyphen o other dot o. In the same way, file dot o is depends on file dot c. If you compile cc hyphen c file dot c hyphen o file dot o, then you are getting add dot o is depends on add dot c cc hyphen c add dot c hyphen o add dot o. If any other files are added, you need to add here object files. Here you need to add, and here you need to add the file. Am I clear? Now, if you observe here, what it will do? Whenever you are compiling, whenever you are started the compilation by using make is a command you need to use for compilation. Whenever you use make, it is going to open this file. This file it will open. Once it is opened, this file, it will start executing from line number 3. It is going to start from line number 3. First, it will check .o .c. .c is available in the present directory or not. Yes, available. If it is available, it is going to get .o by using compiling this. By compiling this. Then after that, next print .o it will take. It is going to compile. Next reverse. Next delete. Other delete add. Now, if you observe all .o files, if you observe, it is going to start from line number 3 onwards. It will start, and it is going to generate object files. Once these object files are generated, it will come to the line number 1. It will come to line number 1. Then it is going to check all the .o files which are created recently. It is available or not. It will check. If all the object files are available, finally it is going to generate executable file. So whenever you are going to recompile, recompilation time, what it will do? It will check main.c when it is modified, main.o when it is created. If main.o timestamp is recent, that means it is greater than main.c. Suppose this is created 1023. Main.c is created 1023. Object file is created 10 o'clock. Now try to analyze. Main.c is created at 1023. Main.o is created at 10 o'clock. That means main 10 o'clock it is created means these two timestamps if you compare, then 10 o'clock means it is somewhere old, and 1023 it is modified. Main.c is modified. That means this is recent one. Are you getting my point? Main.c, whatever the file it is there, it is modified one is recent. This is less. So what it will do, whenever object file is less compared to this, that means less than you need to write. Whenever main.o file is less, modification object file creation is 10 o'clock, but modified file is 1023. That means if you observe the condition is true, that means what will happen? It is going to recompile this particular object file. It is going to recompile. But main.c file is modified at 10 o'clock. But if you observe main.o is created at 1023. It is created recently, 1023 it is created. That means it is recent one. That means there is no modifications happened here. Main.c there is no modifications happened. That means it will not recompile. So from where it will start? From line number 3 onwards, it is going to start. First, all the object files will create. After that, it is going to execute at line number 1 and 2. Now you can see, you can observe here. Here, do you have any object files right now? Do you have any object file? Right now, there is no object files already. Now, for compilation purpose, I'm using make. Make is a command you need to use for compilation. You can see all the files it will compile from line number 3. You can see main.c completed. Then after that, it is going to check warning it is generated, print.c, reverse, delete, other, add, like that. All the things it is showing one by one. So whenever it is showing one by one, am I clear? Finally, it is going to execute this command, second line. First, it is compiling line number 3 command, line number 4, 5, 6, 7, all the commands it is executing. That means object files is compiled and created. Once object files are created, then finally it is compiling this all the object files. You are getting executable file. You can see here, executable file exe is created. Executable file exe is created, and all the .wav files also created. Now try to execute this exe. Then you can see 12 is for a student record is not available. Then 1 for adding the data, 12 hello, 12.3, 134 good, 45.6. So 4, you can see 2 records are printed. Now if I given option number 6 to save the data, then after that 16 means reverse links. Like this, you are going to work it on this. Now try to analyze. While printing, there is small bug is there maybe. So for understanding purpose, what I am doing, I am going to modify the file. Printing related problem is there, small bug is there. I am going to open printer.c file. But while printing here, what I am doing, I am giving some stars. I am giving printf. I am giving some stars. Apart from that, nothing is there. Just a small bug is there that I am printing like this. Some stars I am going to print. Am I clear? Now you can see here. Sir, what is the difference between a.out file and exe file? Sir, C is completed, right? What is the difference between a.out file and exe file means? I think C is completed for you. After that only data structure is started. The first lecture or second lecture, whenever the program started in C language, Guru sir will discuss. By default, the file name will be created. A.out is the executable file will create. If you want, you can change the name. So for your understanding purpose, that is, you can write any name. So here I written the name is exe. Now I hope you understood anything else apart from this. That is just name is there, ma. That is name changed. That's all. Apart from that, nothing is there. Now you can see I modified it. Did you observe or not? I modified the file. The file is, what is the file I modified? Printed.c file I modified, and I created here line number 9 and 14 some extra statements I added. If you want, I will go for a one more, that is what add.c, some warning it is showing. I hope all of you clear. How that slash n will be useful in this program? Now you can see. I will show you that how it will help us. You can check it. And here, previously, if you observe, it is showing some warning in this. What is the warning means? There is search function you are calling. The search function prototype before that it is not using. So that's why it is showing. That means header file we will check. In header file it is there or not. Search related maybe it is not available. So write it that. Write it search related. What is the search? It is returning int CARCH search roll number. Then it needs SLL star just checking purpose and int. Now you can say I modified. If you observed, did you observe or not? I opened two files, that is add.c file I opened, and if you observe here I given enter button. That means total how many files I modified? Can you tell me? Total how many files I modified? Only two files. One is a .c file. How many .c files I modified? Two files. One is add.c file I modified. One is add.c. One is print.c. Printing related I given some stars I printed. Add related some enter button I given. I given enter button. Only two files I modified. Now you can see I'm going to give here make. Instead of recompiling all the files, it will compile only add.c file and print.c file. You can see print and add. You can see print and add two files are compiled. It is created the object file. Now finally all the object files are compiled and executed. File is created. If any errors are there, it will show you definitely. Now you can see delete.c. Now delete.c file is there. I will remove this here wide v. V is removed. That means some problem is there. Now you can see rm star.o, all the object files I'm deleting, you can see here. Now you can see whenever I given make, you can see cc main.c, you can see here. If you observe here, once again, I'm going to take care here. You can observe here. I'm going to give make. You can observe clearly here. Main file no problem, print no problem, add all the things whatever it is showing here. So there is no problem. But coming to delete, there is problem is there. So that's why it is showing error. Whenever I modify delete file, you can observe here. You can observe here main data file main.c, there is no problem, it is created. Then print, there is no problem, print.o. Reverse dot, there is no problem, reverse.o created. After that you can see after executing, after compiling these three, delete, there is problem is there. That's why after that delete.o, add.o, file.o is not created. Did you observe or not? First three files there is no problem is there. That's why it is not it is not given any problem. It is created the files.o, but whenever you given for delete, problem is there. That's why add and file also it is not compiled, because there is one problem is there at delete. Now I am going to open that delete file. Now I return y. Now you can observe here, in this already main is compiled, print is compiled, reverse is compiled. Apart from these three, then remaining all will compile. You can see delete, other file, add. You can see warning means that is different, right? Warning is not an error. Warning means that will create. If error is there, .wav file will not create. If warnings means .wav file will not create. Sorry, it will create. Warnings means just it is indicating that there is some problem is there. but error means mandatory you need to modify. I hope you clear this point. Even though you have the warnings, .4 files will be created. Now you can see in recompilation, whenever you are going for CC like this, it will compile all the files. Again, if you compile, again it will. But here you can see, whenever by mistake I'm giving maker, you can see it is saying that there is no modifications happened, then why I need to compile? Executable file is up to date. You can give n number of times, then it is saying that make is up to date. If already available, there is no modifications happen, then why you need to compile again and again? When it will modify? Whenever if you modified anything. If you modified anything, well, then only it will compile. Otherwise, what will happen? It will say that up to date. Okay. Here a file is modified, that's why file.c is compiled. Here it is not modified, that's why it is saying that executable file is up to date. Now you can see ./exe. I given 1, 12, hello, 34.5. Again, I given 12, reading the data. Then you can see 4, option I'm taking. You can see how /n, one of your friend previously asked how it is affect. You can see the data is printing in this. The data is printing between this two stars. It is printing. I hope you clear this point. Any doubt in this? Make file. Yes, ma. Before.
Sir, in this, if there is an error, that means the processor will stop the compilation stage, no, sir? If there is error in one file, it doesn't check the other file also.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, sir. That's all.
So delete.c file problem is there. That's why error is there. So if error means further, it will not go. It will not check further file. Okay. So you need to solve that file. Once the delete.c file is solved, then it is going to compile another one. At that time, if problem is there, it will stop there itself. If you if you solved the problem, then only it will go for again. Okay. I hope all of you clear about this. Now, if you have any doubt in this make file, you can ask. But try to analyze all of you. Maybe some of your students may be given some wrong name. I didn't given make file. The file name is changed. Okay. So you can see here in our code make file is not there. I given another name. You can try to compile here. You can see no target specified and no make file form. It is saying that I am unable to find a make file. That means there is no target is found for me. That's why I'm not compiling. Am I clear? But why it is not compiled? Why? Because it is searching for the file that is make file. But we don't have the make file. I changed the name. If I changed the name, then if I need to compile, then what you need to do? You need to give make -f. You are saying that f means forceful. Compile this file. Make -f forcefully. You are saying that. Try to. I didn't given make file name. I given some other name. So try to open that file and try to execute. Sorry, try to compile all these things. Now press enter button. You can see all the files are compiling. Again, if you are trying to compile, it is saying that up to date. Am I clear? If file is not available as a make file, you need to compile like this. Make -f, the file name you need to provide. If file is available, then what you need to do? You can give directly, simply make you can give. I hope you clear this point. Any doubt you can ask. So one of your friend asked one question. If I would have copied make to Siddiq, then error, sir. Both the file has same data. But see here, if you copied, there is no problem. Are you clear my point? I'm copying make file to another name, my file, my make file. Am I clear? Now makefile, my makefile, both are having same data, but how you are compiling? If you given simply make, it will open makefile. If you given make -f my file, then it will open that particular my file. Am I clear? There is no problem if you have n number of things. But how you are compiling, that is important. If you given simply make, it will open make file. If you given like this, it will open that particular file. If you have both files, any problem? No problem. Am I clear? Still any doubt in this? Is it possible to delete directives? Which directives, ma'am? I didn't get which directives you are saying. S26. May I know what is directive? Which directive you need to delete? I'm not getting which directive you are going to delete. Can you elaborate your question? Yes, ma'am, please. Otherwise, raise your hand. I will give the permission. If any of your example V21 BE5 S26. V21 BE5 S26. But where is the directive? Am I clear? You are saying executable file, not executable file. You are asking the question is it possible to delete directive? Which directive I am asking? I have created one directory you are asking. You are asking one directory, I think so. I have one directory with the name V21 BE5 S26. Can I delete or not? If you want, you can delete it. You can see here. You can see here. I created one directory. Directory is good. In this good, there are so many files are there. Now you can see if you want cp /star 2 dot cp hyphen are not specified one thing directory. Okay. Now you can observe here. If you observe here, all of you please listen here. See, one of your friend asking one question, sir, how can I delete a directory? Is it possible? You can see in the project, I am not deleting my project. So that's why I created one file, the one folder that is good directory I created. In the directory, if you observe, there are so many files are there again. And again, if is there, then if you observe in this good, again, there are so many files maybe is there. Am I clear? Then how can I delete this directory? How can I delete this directory means you need to write rm dir good. If I'm writing, it is showing error. Fail to remove good, directory not empty. This directory is not empty, that's why. First you need to delete one by one. But instead of that, if one file is there, you can delete. If 1000 files are there, what you can do? Rm space -r. Rm means remove. -r means deleting all the files recursively, then space good. So you can see, if you want, you can give v in the sense verbose. It will print what it is deleting on the screen. V means verbose. It will print what it is deleting on the screen. R means recursively it will delete. You can see these are the files are deleted. In the good directory, .o file, .c file, print.o, print.c, all these files are deleted one by one. V in the sense verbose, it is going to print on the screen what it is deleted. R means recursively it is deleting one by one. I hope you clear this point. Still any doubt related to makefile? So now onwards, try to practice all the programs in data structure by using makefile. Makefile, it will help you a lot. Makefile, it will help you a lot. So you can practice all the programs now onwards by using this. Am I clear? Now we'll see. Next, if you no doubt, then we'll move forward with the next topic. The topic is double linked list. DLL, double linked list will move forward. If you have any doubt, we'll discuss. If no doubt, we'll move forward with this. Today onwards, a small announcement is there. Today onwards, you have the doubt clarification class. So the doubt clarification class, DS doubt class scheduled at 4 p.m. DS doubt clarification class has been scheduled at 4 p.m. Pawan sir will take, and the thing meeting ID password is same as previous one. Am I clear? The meeting ID password for this is same like a previous one. I hope you clear this point. It is not at this one 11:30. This is shifted to 4 o'clock. Pawan sir is available at 4 o'clock. So Pawan sir said 4 o'clock will continue. So for you, doubt clarification class scheduled at 4 o'clock. Am I clear? Hash include uni std.h. So please explain that header file. Sir, please try to analyze. Whenever you are using printf, it is going to show you some warning. To avoid the warning, we are going to use stdio.h. In the same way, I am using in our program, sleep is a function I used. For sleep function, what I am doing? For sleep function, I am using the header file that is unistd.h. Am I clear? Yes, before.
Sir, you told this make -f file name is forcefully it's creating the file, means it's compiling the other file, no sir?
Yes.
That means you are copying the make file into some other file, then we need to use this, no sir?
No, we are not copying. Actually, instead of creating make file, I'm changing the name actually. So I given the name is my file. You can see here on the screen, my make file is there. Same data is there in make file, this one.
So sir, if we give make file, then we need to use command like make or else make -f, whatever the file.
Make -f or whatever the file you are going to give. Yes. So that file you need to give. So compiler, what it will do, it will not search for a file name make file. Whatever the file you given, it will open that file and it is going to do the operation.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now you can see in LMS all the things are updated. So your class as usual at 7:30, 8051. Data structure class 10 o'clock. Doubt clarification class at 4 p.m. This is the meeting ID password and Pawan sir is going to take. Am I clear?